Hi kids, it's Devara from JH Kids here with a story and activity time for Yom Kippur. Have a watch of this and do the activities before candle lighting on Yom Kippur itself and enjoy. Yom Kippur is a very special day. It's a very holy day. It's a day where God is very close to us and your parents may be fasting. That means that they won't be eating or drinking for the whole day. But don't worry, because they'll prepare for it beforehand and they'll be just fine. It's also a time where we think about all the good things we can do and try and do them. So maybe it means if your parents cold, getting them a blanket, or if they're asking for quiet because they want to rest, going and reading a book and playing quietly for a little bit. It may be helping your little sister put on her pants, or it may be saying sorry if you did something wrong. So these are all the things we think about. I'm going to read you a story that I had in my home when I was a little kid, and I still have it, and I still read it to my children because I like it very much. It's a story about Tzedakah. Tzedakah is charity, and Tzedakah is when you share the things that you have with other people who might not have it. So if you have $5, maybe you can give 5 cents or 10 cents into your box, your charity box, or to give it to somebody in need. So this is a story about finding the very best place for a penny. Now they call it a penny because it's written in America and they use pennies, but in Australia we call them cents. So I might say cents instead so that it makes more sense for cents, that's the same word and a different spelling, so it might make more sense for everyone. So here we go. This book is called The Very Best Place for a Penny, and it is written by Dina, Herman, Rosenfeld and illustrated by Leonid, Pinchevsky and Eliyahu, Meshchaninov. Here we go. You can see it's a very old book. Here we have 5 cents or a penny holding up some balloons. Okay, let's bring this close to you so that you can see the picture nice and clearly. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a little shiny penny. That's a penny. He lived in a drawer with pens, pencils, and keys. The penny was glad he was not alone, but he thought to himself, a drawer is not the best place for a penny. There we go. I can read it while you see it. One day, the penny felt himself being taken out and put into a boy's pocket. It was very dark and crowded inside the pocket. Watch out, called a paperclip. Here comes something else. It's a penny, spoke up a ball of string. Just what we need. You know, said a rubber eraser, I can hardly breathe in here already. The little penny was very uncomfortable in the bulging pocket. A pocket, he thought, is not the best place for a penny. Where to next for the penny? He was very excited when that evening the little boy began to empty his pocket. Out went the paperclip, out went the ball of string, and out went the rubber. Now it's my turn, thought the penny. But instead of taking out the penny, the boy put on his pajamas and threw his pants into a corner. Wait, cried the little penny. Please wait, you forgot me. But the little boy did not hear him, and the penny spent a long night in a corner all by himself. A corner, he thought, is not the very best place for a penny or a 5-cent coin. Oh, the next day, the little penny felt himself being taken down the stairs to the laundry room. Then he was put into the washing machine full of hot, sudsy water. Swish, swish went the washing machine. All the clothes got wet and soapy. So did the little penny. A washing machine, he thought, is not the best place for a penny. Then into the dryer went all the wet clothes. Spin, spin went the dryer. How nice and warm it was inside, but how dizzy all the spinning made the little penny feel. A dryer, he thought, is not the best place for a penny. Soon all the clothes were dumped into a laundry basket, and the little penny was with them. Strong arms lifted the basket, and back to the bedroom they went. When the basket full of clothes was put down with a thump, out rolled the penny. He rolled and rolled across the room faster and faster until he found himself right under the bed. It was very dusty under the bed and much too dark for the little penny. Under a bed, he thought, is not the best place for a penny. The little penny was so tired from all of his adventures that he fell asleep. While the penny was sleeping, the little boy came into his bedroom, bouncing a rubber ball. He threw it and caught it each time. But suddenly, the ball slipped through his fingers, rolled across the room, under the bed, bumped right into the penny, and woke him up. "How did you get here?" asked the ball. "It's a long story," answered the penny. Do you remember where the penny's been? "First, I was in a drawer, then a pocket, then in a corner, then in a washing machine, then in a dryer, and now I'm under a bed. I wish I could find a place where I really belong." "Do you think the boy will find us under this bed?" asked the penny. "Oh yes," said the ball. "This happens to me all the time. I'm always rolling away, but he always finds me." Sure enough, just then the little boy stretched his hand out under the bed to find his ball. "Here's my ball." "No, it's not. It's smooth and flat and just about the size of a penny. I found my penny and my ball too." "Wait, little penny," said the boy. "I know the very best place for you." The boy ran downstairs with a penny in his hand, past the ball, past the bed, over the basket, past the dryer and around the washing machine until he reached his Tzedakah box, his charity box, on the windowsill. "There you go, little penny," he said, and dropped it through the slot. The little penny was very glad to be in the Tzedakah box because he had many friends there. Dollars, cents, quarters, nickels and dimes. But most of all, the little penny was glad to be used for a mitzvah, for a good deed. A Tzedakah box, he thought, is really the very best place for a penny. That's the story that I had as a child. You can see it's quite old, probably even older than I am. So now I thought we could make our very own Tzedakah charity box. And when you find 5 cents or 10 cents lying around, you can check with your parents and pop it in there. And slowly, slowly, the money will grow. And then when it gets all filled up, you can ask your parents which organization you can take it to, and you can use the money to help other people, to help them buy food or clothes, something warm, toys. So that's a very good idea. So this is one that you can make with a cereal box. Head to my favorite place, the recycling bin. And before it gets thrown out downstairs, check what you've got. If you have a cereal box, my son made this all by himself yesterday. You can see he just cut up the cereal box and he folded it and he stuck it together with sticky tape and he made a hole at the top. That's for the money to slot through. Very clever of him. He's a little bit older. When we make ours, I want to make sure that a parent helps you make this cut, because I don't want any of those beautiful fingers getting hurt. This is another one. This is a mayonnaise jar. And you can see that my daughter found some paper that she cut up herself and stuck on. You can put stamps, you can put stickers, you can put string around it, you can put pipe cleaners. You can be very creative with what you do and what you stick onto it. But remember, you want help cutting up the top. Or you can take a spice container that's empty and that will have a nice interesting smell as well. Or you can use a Milo tin. There are lots of different ways that you can do that. Our second activity is an origami dove. Now, Yom Kippur is also a time that we pray for peace. And I want to tell you a secret. Children's prayers are really, really special and God hears them. And so if you have someone or something that you want to pray for, it's a really good time to do it, to say to God, I hope that there's peace in the world because right now some people are fighting, or I hope that people who are sick get better, or I really want that Lego set that I've been keeping my eye on. You can ask God for anything. He's always listening. So what I've done is I've made an origami dove because on Yom Kippur we also want to daven, pray for peace. Peace in the world, peace with our friends, no fighting, peace in our home, not too much shouting. These are the things that we want to pray for. Now, I will tell you that I have a hard time doing origami, but this one was not too difficult for me. So if I can do it, you can do it. And when I went outside to find a twig off a tree, I realized I have an olive tree in my garden. So these are the olive leaves from my tree. I will add a link to this origami instructions and it's going to fly off. And the third activity, I don't have to show you because this one you're going to be creative all on your own. Find around the house a shoebox or an empty plastic container or an empty big box that you can find. And you can put in it all the games and toys that you might like to play with on Yom Kippur. Now, because your parents are fasting, they might be resting on the couch a little bit and might not be feeling so great. So these activities are things that you can do for quiet time. So when you find something, you want to do something and you want to play with your parents, maybe you can use this time to do something on your own. So think of some exciting things that you can put inside your Yom Kippur entertainment box. Maybe you want to put some Lego in there, some healthy snacks. You can prepare that already a few days before. You can ask your parents to help you with that. Maybe some books that you like to look at the pictures or read. Magnets, magnetiles, maybe a matching game that you can play on your own or with your siblings, or a favorite doll. Have a think about it. I know you'll come up with great ideas. And I hope that this year is one that is filled with so much laughing and silliness and health and getting back into your classrooms. And thanks for watching the video. Have a Shana Tova, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.